and we should be live.
Okay.
Hello, mortals.
Hi.
Hello.
When you get posted.
Along came Zeus.
Oh no!
Alrighty. So yes, welcome everybody to our latest session of Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos, as we are sharing memes behind the scenes and just cackling like chuckle fucks.
Hi. My memes make people laugh.
Except when they don't, then they get you smacked.
Shut up.
Baseball.
Your mom.
You know what?
My mom is not. My mom is not a baseball player.
Editor, easy Donkey Kong Beaver.
Damn.
That's not. Oh, that's just the original one. I need to get them. No, it's not.
You know what? You know what? This is all of you at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mentions Rear.
Listen. I can take him.
In a fight?
No, you can't.
I got there first. Stop.
I am not ashamed, okay?
You should be. We've been over this.
You will be.
You will be.
Hang
You
on.
will be ashamed. This is a threat.
Oh boy, standing contest. I lose.
You know what? You know what? This is me at you guys. This is me at you guys.
Staring contest?
Standing contest.
You got a better idea?
Yeah.
So how are we doing on this lovely cold night?
Yeah, we should probably actually get to the game.
Yes.
We're not. It's not like we're live or anything.
We are.
Live
Oh!
on the internet? Who would do such a thing?
GP2 didn't know we were live.
Oh no, I
mean,
knew. It was a funny
mean-
joke.
I mean, to be fair, Boone, you did stream our reaction on Twitch that one time.
That's true. It
What-
did happen once. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, hold on a second.
When are we getting to the campaign?
What do you mean?
This is the campaign. Yippee!
Yippee!
I don't know what Jin's talking about me streaming. It never happened.
But didn't you rate it to Real M Warsaw?
What? No.
I'm 20 as being a twat.
I don't even know what a Real M Warsaw is.
Me neither.
Alright. Okay, anywho, so, I guess, as far as updates go, as usual, this Saturday, we will be returning to Ravnica Trail of Dragons.
Boss time!
And hopefully we won't have any more issues with my laptop overheating like what happened during our last Genshin stream. So I got a brand new one of those like cooling pads.
Cooling.
Yeah. I got one of those new ones and I've got it running as far as everybody on Discord, they can't hear it. So I
yeah.
assume that's good.
Yeah,
Now, now,
Hopefully,
Grant,
the lack of audibility continues when you're the one who's streaming.
yeah, that's gonna be the thing. Yeah, because like Discord isn't picking it up, but OBS might be a completely different matter. But
That's true.
only one way to find out.
Hey, look on the bright side, you know, and like the fact that it can't be heard during these streams at least makes it so that you being a player works.
True.
Oh yeah. Before we actually start, Realm, make sure your good microphone is being picked up because last time your OBS.
Yeah, I've long since taken care of that. I got a brand new cord from my mic.
Okay, cool.
Phantasmagorical.
Yeah, if it doesn't though, then self-deletion is always an option.
Okay, but
Wow. All right.
Alternatively, Donkey Kong Beaver.
Just replace Savanto's icon with the Donkey Kong Beaver.
One of his later transformations is just the Donkey Kong Beaver.
Like, is that just gonna be like Savanto's transformations or just internet memes?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of honestly on brand for him.
Oh god, he turns into Big Chungus. Oh no.
You
World of
beat
Doom.
Bugs Bunny?
Anyway.
Alrighty. Anywho, so our latest edition of the Campus Quickies. This week at Strixhaven, our favorite group of renegade students returned from a self-granted excursion once again. Rumors are circulating they went to Alara to find an Ethereum smith to create some sort of weapon for them. Sources say they found evidence of another Mapok on Alara, perhaps related to our blonde inventor Luke Star. In other words, a Kaladeshithopter was reportedly noted by the group and promptly destroyed before the group arrived back at the campus. The group went their separate ways for classes and work, and Luke told me to stop exclusively reporting on his friends. I said no.
What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, I'm the editor. I could just stop, post, and
Alrighty, so with that said, before we switch over, Pacifico, we're going to be starting with you. I'm going to need you to drop your token.
All right. Which side do you want me to drop the token on?
Does not matter.
Okay,
So,
I will.
Pick your poison.
I will do it on the left side, and there will be reasons that I'm not swapping over to the sunglasses side. That will become
Alright.
clear to the others.
Sounds good to me. Alrighty, so with that said, is everybody ready?
Okie dokie.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so with that said, alright, Boone, you may set the stage.
So Pacifico had made sure that his dragon spy was set up to watch him before going to sleep, because considering what had happened over on Esper, he was kind of anticipating the possibility of nightmares. And when he was next aware, it wasn't the usual raging flames around him. It was a dense fog that obscured his vision. The ground beneath his feet felt like it could give way and sink on him in any given moment, forcing him to step slightly forward even as he was regaining his bearings. The sound of frogs, crickets, and kind of an eerie stillness in the air made him realize he was in some sort of swampland. He'd fallen asleep in the dorms, though, not in the base, and the swamp around the base normally wasn't this quiet. Nor did it smell this bad. The copper smell of the Karmat in the lab was nothing compared to the strong stench of blood that was attacking him right now. Accompanied by the screams of the dying off in one direction. Give me a second. I'm going to make it easier to do multiple things at once. His body not really reacting with thought behind it. He was stumbling in that direction, and the scent of blood was overtaking his senses as he moved that way, somewhat automatically. Eventually, an orange glow would pierce the fog. Civilization, maybe? Now, back outside of the dream world, the camera was recording Pacifico's violent tossing and turning, body emulating that stumbling gait towards the light with a similar crawl along his bed, albeit without actually managing to move forward.
Alrighty. So, let me bring him up. So, sloshing through the bog water towards this glowing hue, the sounds of pure panic ring in his ears. Any spoken words? Muffled. His pace? Quicker. His fingers? Itching. So, was it the glow that made the water take on a concerning hue? Silhouettes enter his view, racing in different directions. But one would charge towards him, a polearm in their hands. Catching the blade with one hand, the weapon snaps with a rough twist of the wrist. And Pacifico, getting a closer look at the attacker before you, you see pale skin and you see, no wait, not I am reading this bad. I'm jumping ahead, my bad. So, getting a closer look at this attacker, he could see pale skin and hair, completely absent of notable features. Nothing. But that could be anything. And a low laugh rumbles in his throat. Pitiful.
Pacifico had managed to find himself on ground that was more stable. Wood. A bridge of some kind. He stepped upon it to keep going, and was able to get a better look at those running past him, away from the glow that he was stumbling towards. Passed by as though he didn't even exist. But the closer he got, the more clear the reason for that became. He thought perhaps the fog was masking the appearance of those running from the glow of the distance, making their faces harder to see, but they passed him closely enough. They seemed to have no features to even recognize. And as the glow burned brighter, what Pacifico had thought was torchlight was instead the whole place. What looked like a more rudimentary military camp. Pacifico had studied enough war records to know the appearance well enough. He was still kind of trying to cover his nose, the scent of that blood getting stronger as the clear source of its shed became more and more prominent. His eyes glanced to the side in a moment where, back outside the dream, his voice quietly relayed the name. Camp Arashika. He could see distinctive silhouettes in the midst of the flames, fighting. More like one being absolutely gutted by the other, really. He kind of winced, and his real self and in the dream strained out the name of the man known for the fighting style that he could recognize from his mother's text. Ankylo Megalosi. Even if he whispered it, it would travel to the warrior's ears over the noise of the flames and the screams of the damned. For this was just an endless recollection of battles long fought, foes long slain.
One foe falls, and then another, and another. But amidst the cacophony of clanging steel and the tearing of flesh, his name is uttered. It's not by the fighter bleeding in his claws or any of the others trying to figure out how to fell the beast that stands before them. You know what happens here. The prince hears these words and pales. Even if this is nothing more than a record of past events, in this realm, anything is possible. Sinking his nails into the opponent's neck, he lifts them off the ground, the hue of the battlefield illuminating golden eyes that now lock onto Pacifico's. Watch and learn. A tight twist of the wrist, and the helpless creature in his grasp goes limp.
Pacifico had seen battle, but not against foes such as these. Barely against other people, with exceptions like Carla. The way he had been swift to run his blade between her ribs, that was a frightening thing to think about. Pacifico's blue eyes locked onto the golden gaze of his ancestor, unable to look away. He didn't even need to see the writhing and struggle of the changeling in Ankylo's grip suddenly go stop and go slack. He heard the squelched cry and fading breath of them hit his ears, but even that wasn't needed to tell him what he was watching. Even with his gaze fixated on Ankylo's, his eyes dilated, the smell growing thicker in the air. For a brief moment, the eyes looked blue and the hair looked white. The one in his grasp was on the end of a rapier instead, and looked like Carla in the moment he made the decision that the only way to deal with a planeswalker was to end a planeswalker. In another flash, it looked like his own brother being impaled. And then back to the scene that presented itself. A changeling that may as well have no name. A decision he was no longer fully convinced was his own. His breath was heavy as he tried to keep his composure. I've read the texts. He sounded timid. A lot more like the Pacifico that had arrived at the school. In some ways further back than that. So those weren't rumors? When I lose control, it really is you?
The corpse in Ankylo's hand finally plops towards his feet in a sickening splash before he turns to Pacifico, allowing the prince to see him from the shadows. Wild red hair, white and azure cloth and leathers that draped over his body, now stained red. Each finger adorned in sharp gold. And amidst the dim light, it looks as if parts of his own skin appeared to shine gold. Even if their appearances were greatly different, the connection between them simply could not be ignored. Ankylo smiled as he approaches Pacifico, just placing a hand on his shoulder. Don't ever think that what we share is losing control. I know our blood. It is a gift to be cherished.
Pacifico wanted to take steps back as Ankylo was approaching him. He was terrified. It wasn't just the murderous gleam of Ankylo that scared him like that. It wasn't enough. The connection himself was the true terror for him. That in spite of the differences in appearance, they were borderline the same, but of different generations. The terror that made him want to back away in fear also froze him in place. Although not strictly out of fear, but the scent of blood overwhelming him and drawing him to stay, guiding his mind to listen. This was one of the few points where the movements of his external body were different from what was in the dream. The dragon spy would pick up on volatile flailing, like he was on fire. The hand on the shoulder actually began to ease the thrashing in the real world. Although in the dream, Pacifico was even more panicked. The gentle trust from this man, the gold marks on his body more clearly identifiable as cuts and bruises that would probably look purple and red on most people's body, was almost worse. But the calm was cut short when the internal Pacifico did manage to muster some kind of retort, and one that was loud even in the real world. You tried to kill my brother! How is that not losing control? Not a word on his attempt to kill Carla, because deep down he knew that wasn't Ankylo's control. That was his guidance, and he was probably right.
And out that outburst, Ankylo's eyes sharpened. Don't blame your instincts on me, boy! He roars, his grip moving to Pacifico's collar before he forcibly pulls him to meet him like at eye level. Our blood has ensured our survival for generations. You wouldn't be here without it! The ancestor can see the fear in Pacifico's eyes, yet his own eyes never wavered. Come back when you're ready to talk. And with barely any effort, Anquilo just throws Pacifico over his shoulder, as if he was nothing more than a lightweight. The battlefield, the corpses, even Anquilo himself, all quickly disappear when Pacifico lands. And when Pacifico is scanning his surroundings, he finds himself back in the familiarity and the safety of his room in Strixhaven.
I should drop the token where he winds up landing.
Go right on ahead.
Because it's not in the bed. So, Pacifico was still frozen in place during that moment. The ability to even squirm stripped from him in Dreamscape. But in the real world, kicking and whimpering in fear, pulled up as he was in the dream, almost like an invisible force grabbing him by the neck. Then, in the real world, Pacifico seemingly flung himself towards his desk, landing back into his conscious body, fallen on the floor, wincing in pain as he looked up at the ceiling. He sat up, scanning his surroundings. I'd imagine he also crashed into his chair, with adrenaline dulling the pain he was experiencing. At least now he couldn't smell the blood. But he did lay back down, just right where he was, just staring up the ceiling.
Alright. Alright, so then I guess as you're just kind of like lying there catching your breath, you you quietly hear like, a faint like knock at your door. And
I mean, Pacifico sure wasn't about to get back to sleep now. He like, for the brief few moments, he was trying to, even if it was on the floor. But when he heard that knock, he got up, went to the door.
And at the door, you actually see two freshmen. You see Kiha and her roommate Kodo at the door. And yeah, Chiha's just like, it's like, are you okay? I mean, we just heard like a loud thud from upstairs.
Pacifico, like, very much looks like he's not fine. He said, I had a bit of a... Not a bit. I had a nightmare.
That had to have been an intense nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like,
Very intense.
You want me to maybe get you some water?
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, Kiha will race off to the kitchen to go get some water for you. So then, and then eventually, she'll come back.
I'd imagine by the time Kiha's coming back, Pacifico has moved a bit into the room, going to, like, check the Dragon Spy recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
And seeing the paranormal activity ass shit going on there.
Right. Yeah, so like, I guess with all that, Kiha is just like, it's like, if you want to talk about it, why don't we go into like the little lobby area, like right outside here? That way we don't disturb anybody.
Yeah, that would probably be best. He's still, like, very, very shaken up.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just move us into the lobby. Alrighty. Okay, so then that's where, yeah, so they say, it's like, if it isn't too much to ask, what exactly happened in your nightmare?
Pacifico is a bit reluctant at first, but then begins to... I was in Arakashi, a swamp area to the north of my home country in my home plane. There was a war there long ago. Specifically, I was at Camp Arashika, one of the outposts of the Arakashi military. And I ran into one of my ancestors, Ankilo, otherwise known as the Devourer.
Yeah, Kiha's just kind of like taking it all in, and she's like, yeah, and that's where she's, I was always thought nightmares had to be triggered by something, because typically your dreams they either can serve as an escape, they maybe try to warn you to like maybe try and fix something, or it's a gateway for prophecies. But for viewing a past like that, I mean, only thing I can think of is like did something happen that could have triggered that?
There's one thing I can think of. Recently, not going on to explain why at the moment, but he doesn't explain exactly why, but he does explain. Recently, I had a very intense and direct combat with a smell very similar to blood.
Yeah, so Kiha will turn to her roommate and she'll just say, "It's like, well, what do you think, Kodo? Have you heard of anything like this where you're from?" And I guess Boone, if you want to, because I know you've been playing Kodo in the past. If you want to hop in, you're more than welcome to.
Well, there are times when I suppose it is possible. You said you met one of your ancestors in this dream? Yes. I have heard of such visions happening, although admittedly, being triggered by blood, that seems more like something that would happen with an Oni or something. And that kind of makes Pacifico cringe more at it being said to be something that would happen with an Oni. But if that is a particular trigger for you to... Did your ancestors say anything specific to you? A few things that I still need to process. So this ancestor is trying to guide you then? The only impression I could get. Did my chair break?
Let me I'm just gonna make a random roll. I'll just say, like, I'm just gonna roll a d20. Evens it did, odds it did not. That's a 2. It broke. All right, so yeah, Yokia's just like, she's like, yeah, from what I could see, yeah, it did.
Great. I'm probably going to have to explain that to the office, aren't I?
I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, like, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean,
Yeah, I have the footage, at least. That it clearly happened in my sleep.
It's like, I'm sure they'll. Yeah, I'm sure they'll issue a new one.
Yeah.
It's like it's like Pacifico. You know about my gift from the Snarls, and just hearing what you're saying, and just, well, after seeing the chair, I mean, like, I'm sorry. I mean, this sounds way too serious. I want to help.
I know about your gift with dreams. With your ability to communicate in dreams.
Mm-hmm.
If it's... I suppose in theory, with what you're able to do, you would be able to enter that dream with me.
It's like, that's what I'm thinking. The question, though, is trying to get into the right dream. Because, I mean, I can enter dreams, yes, but which dream is taking place, that's entirely on the dreamer.
Well, if... He did say that I should come back when I'm ready to talk. So... I'm thinking there's a degree to control that I have over when that's going to happen again. Maybe. I don't know. I have to figure out how.
Yeah, and it's like...
My only guess is the exposure.
Yeah, like trying to
trigger.
Yeah, like trying to recreate the exact circumstances that led to that trigger might be out of the question. I guess maybe...
Not necessarily. I'm not saying we do this now because I'm not ready for the conversation he wants to have.
Okay.
But Miss Batty has used blood to calm me down before.
Alright.
So this is using it in a slightly different way.
Alright, well, when that time comes and you do feel ready to confront him again, yeah, let me know, and we can try and figure out how to find him again in your dreams.
Right. Who knows? If I have to encounter him again without realizing it, I may be able to dissect what the root cause is. And we can recreate it easier.
Alright. Okay. Alright. In that case, like, do you think you're gonna be? Are you gonna be okay? Like, are you gonna be able to get back to sleep tonight?
Absolutely not.
It's like, well, in that case, if you want to sit at your desk, I mean, I can let you borrow my chair in the meantime until you get a new one.
I would appreciate it.
All right. So we'll have like so the girls they'll grab a chair, they'll bring it back. Kiha will probably like gingerly try to like take all the pieces, trying not to wake up Quinn.
Oh, he's probably not waking up.
Really?
Until the morning. Yeah. I mean, considering what he already slept through?
All right. So then it's like after just grabbing the last of the pieces and such, the girls will wish you a good night and they will head back to their room.
And Luke will probably, not Luke. Pacifico will probably initially be at his. He'll probably for the rest of the night he'll be going back and forth between trying to lay on his bed and going back to the desk to write like he normally would do when nightmares keep him up. Difference being, he's not actually able to get any writing done. Just the things that Ankylo said are just pervasive through his mind. But he'll eventually see the sun rising, and he will put on his sunglasses.
Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so in that case, alright, so Pacifico, what are you going to do now?
Now that this morning, he's going to get coffee. It's not even the usual shakiness. It's just dead quiet from him as he's going through the motions at the moment.
Alrighty.
Brain elsewhere.
Alright, so then in that case, I will leave this floor open for any of you other players if you would like to wake up in the morning and join Pacifico in the kitchen.
Sure.
Do I? Do you?
Do we?
Do we?
Do we?
Yui?
Once again, Pacifico, popular with the ladies.
Pacifico is the most popular dude with the ladies that a gay man could be.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Interestingly, Pacifico, like, so out of it, he doesn't even look.
I just made a fresh batch of coffee.
He drinks from his cup. Oh, hi.
You okay?
He does not answer that question.
Insight. Can I insight?
Yeah, if you want to.
I don't know if you need to roll. Because he literally just refused to answer if he was okay.
Let me change the music. Take the nightmare music off.
We're not in
Oh,
the
no.
nightmare anymore, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's the nightmare. Amy's trying to ask us questions. Affectionate.
All right.
I don't. Yeah, I don't even think you need to roll because he just literally refused to answer the question. That's not normal. He would normally lie and say he's fine.
All right. I'm not gonna push it. What happened?
Probably the worst nightmare of my life. Says just straight deadpan. Broke my chair.
Oh, why didn't you come get me? I could have fixed it.
Well, Kiha and Kodo had already shown up by that point. They heard the crash.
Ah, okay. Understandable.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot. Luckily, I not only remember every bit of it, but I also have the footage.
Recording yourself having a nightmare.
Oh, I thought it would the existential dread of realizing what is happening on this footage in my mind while this is going on makes it worse.
Part of me wants to ask what happened, but at the same time, I don't want to push it.
So remember when I said that my mother ended up telling me that I was right to call myself a monster?
Yeah?
Which, by the way, is not the way she put it.
Well, she didn't put it like that, but go on.
I feel like John would have told Amy that that's not the way she put it.
Right.
It's like, and how she gave me all that stuff about the bloodline that makes that the case.
Oh boy.
He pulls out one of the tomes. He turns to a page on Ankylo Megalosi, the Devourer.
You had a dream about this guy?
About is not necessarily what I would say. More like with. Well, with is a bit of an exaggeration too. He was the one lecturing me.
So, you two actually, quote-unquote, talked.
A short conversation. One that involves some yelling that I'm also surprised other people didn't hear, but... Yes. The yelling is in the... Because the yelling is in the footage as well. Well, at least mine is.
Amy's sitting there thinking, because this is something she has never heard of before. That's both terrifying and yet curious for me at the same time.
It's mostly terrifying for me.
Yeah.
Oh, funny thing about the way I broke my chair. I was thrown into my desk. You might think, now I know what you're thinking. You might think, oh, surely it was just you being asleep. You did that yourself somehow. No. He pulls up the footage. Take a look at the body language here.
All right.
And he pulls up the footage of when he's grabbed by Ankilo, and it's looking like he's being grabbed by an invisible force and then tossed across the room. And it's like, does that look like me willingly doing it myself?
No,
even in my sleep?
No, that... Is this... That looks like a spirit, like some invisible force did that to you.
Right.
DM.
Yes.
Given me being a Lorehole student,
Okay.
would I have at this point have seen spirits actually pick people up?
You've most of the contact with the spirits and stuff that you had in Lorehold, they're in the spirit statues. So I mean, you know, spirits, yes, but they're inhabiting. They're inhabiting statues, and that's the only way that they can actually interact with anybody.
This is very peculiar. I've never seen a spirit do that. Like, yeah, Lorehold has got spirit statues, but that's the only way they can interact with us.
He goes through the books again, and he goes in, and he points towards a particular thing. I have a theory. And he indicates where others of the bloodline are talking about seemingly being possessed by Ankilo. He took exception to me blaming my instincts on him, the way he put it.
That's... Jeez.
I called him out for trying to kill my brother. And Amy will probably know how deeply affecting that is.
Yeah, kind of also have to little wince at that. And I guess... I've never heard of a situation like this before, and honestly, this is kind of terrifying. Maybe
You think I feel I'm the one getting thrown around by my... I don't know how many greats there are, but let's just say Granddad.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want me to maybe try to look at something in Lorehold? Maybe there might be something there that could help?
Possibly.
Because this...
Although, Kiha and Koto have some... Koto believes it's a direct connection to the ancestor. More of a connection to the ancestor thing. That seems... He shrugs. Reasonable. And... Kiha wants to help by potentially being there the next time he shows up if we can figure out how to trigger it.
Alright. And do I happen to see Savanto there?
Make that perception check.
Okay. That's a 14.
It's like, would say probably out of the corner of your eye, like as soon as you say that, it's like, you know, oh, boom. There's, yeah, you just see him. He's like probably like leaning like completely like perpendicular to the floor or something. Like he's just like leaning like past the wall, just like watching.
Should I be hearing this conversation?
As soon as he hears Savanto's voice, Pacifico like jumps practically out of his skin, ends up spilling coffee on himself in the process.
Oh dear.
I'm going
Hi,
to
Savanto.
take that as a no.
Savanto, you know you could just, you know, come in. You don't have to be sneaky sneak.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I just happened to be hearing the conversation, but I didn't want to come into it because I didn't know if I should be listening to this.
I mean, if we didn't want you listening to this, we probably would have had it in our private dorm room or something like that.
I guess. Just figured since no one else is around.
I have a big day today. I gotta get back up to my studies. I need all the energy I can get, especially what happened at Alara. Oh, jeez. That was terrifying.
You're telling me.
Out of character, Savanto, I have to say. So how does it feel you were in the arms of a big, strong man?
Don't remind me. Like, he would drop the axe and just be like, "Don't remind me."
Oh, come on in and get some coffee, because we got a big day today. At least I think all of us do.
Notably, Pacifico is no-selling being burned by the coffee, but still, like, kind of shying away from Savanto.
Are you okay, Pacifico? She puts her hand on his forehead, like, are you okay?
He does not answer that question.
Trying to be the good friend. Oh, you feel fine.
I'll tell you later.
All right. That is weird. The coffee didn't burn you.
He looks down. It's like, oh, it didn't.
Or in that case, Amy's gonna brew up a fresh pot of coffee real quick.
Alrighty. Okay, in that case, I guess, yeah, like, Luke or MM, would anybody else
Hi.
like to join in on this, or...
Thanks, Discord. You cut me off.
Whoop.
Discord decided to be a poopy head. Hi.
Oh. Okay.
Amy was just making a fresh pot of coffee, and then that's what... Bleh. Discord, I get it. You need coffee. Shut up.
Okay. Alrighty. So in that case, I guess now comes the question, if nobody else wants to join in, then we'll pretty much kind of treat this session as like, even though we'll be going from person to person, we'll have this be like, this is stretching out throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, is there anything specific that you guys may want to do as a group, or anything super specific? Because I know we just did this thing with Pacifico. There is something I know with Amy you wanted to do. There was something with MM that you wanted to do. I was just like, that's where it's like, everybody else. Is there anything specific?
No?
I think for the most part, one thing we need to definitely, I don't know. I know Canvas BRB, so very recently, so I don't know if there's anything he would like to do, but I figured if there's nothing, if no one else is, I think none of us want to. I don't know what we all wanted. We're all doing, or we're all wanting. Ugh.
Pacifico's telling Ajani and Will the stuff going on with the updates from Alara. Probably not telling them about the dream, because
Right.
preferably not, unless John finds out about it and spills the beans to Will himself on that one. But basically, that can be handled off screen. Otherwise, because it's just basically him showing up, relaying information that we know, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I believe there is reason for Luke and Pacifico to end up talking. As a matter of fact, in the tail end of this scene, I think one way we can potentially transition to that in the future, going forward when it happens, is Luke is like backing up. It's like, I think I need to talk to Luke probably about some of this too.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Grab me a few cups to go.
Coming up.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, we can easily transition to that real quick. I guess it's a matter of where do you and Luke want to meet up? Like in the dorm? Do you want to take this to the base, or like where do you want to meet up to do this?
Wherever Luke wants to be at when Pacifico finds him.
Luke is probably at the base.
Okay, let me. All right, let's. Oh, just give me a couple minutes, real quick. Okay, I'm just setting up the base real quick. Let me make sure I put Luke in your lab. And let me get the music. Alright, Pacifico. Yep, so you'll make your way to the base to go find a Luke.
And I'd imagine he doesn't even think about going to his own room. Like, he's at the base at the moment. Where is Luke? First of all, let me switch.
Yeah, Luke would be in his lab.
What I was asking was, where is Luke's lab again?
It's here, I'll get you. Yeah, it's in the second building below.
He just ends up. Is there something out the door that indicates that he should not go in? Because the Pacifico would at least try to pay attention to that.
There is not.
Okay, with there being nothing saying he shouldn't, he just kind of almost falls in.
You good, Mary?
Absolutely not.
Ah, fuck. He sets down what he was working on. You can see a prototype of Pacifico's blade. He is actually putting some time into it. He's got the crystal laid out, and the blade has been made. The actual sword itself is there. He's just in the middle of organizing where he's going to put things on the blade to electrify it and insulate the handle.
Is that the... Whoa. Pacifico's fascination with weapons takes over, and for some reason, getting here, he's like ADHD brain.
Yeah, I added a bit of filigree into the handguard. You know, because you're a fucking prince. Royals tend to like fancy shit.
He seems very happy, and then you remind him that he's a prince, and his face kind of drops a little bit. Ah, right.
Hey, look, if you're gonna have gear, it's gotta fit the vibe.
No, it's not that.
Fuck happened? You look like you got less sleep than usual. You
It
also
just
look like
pulls.
someone kicked the
It's
shit
like,
out
okay,
of you while you were asleep.
Funny thing that. I guess I have to drop by the office. I guess I have to drop by the office to. Oh, we're definitely going to need to store this video. He will end up showing the footage of him, of him in his nightmare, and narrate what's going on during the moments of the nightmare.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, so that's what absolutely not means.
The fuck picked you up?
Pulls out the tome. This guy.
Ah. Your ancestors are fucking with you.
Mostly just the one.
It doesn't change the fact that they're fucking with you.
Yeah. Come back when I'm ready to talk.
Well, were you all that interested in talking to him the first time? I mean, you did say you sort of blamed him.
I wanted to know why. I wanted to know. I wanted answers. But he told me that I... But he just said to not blame my own actions on him. So... the person who tried to kill my brother was me. The monster was me.
Hold on, mate. First things first, you're not a monster. That's just you being unnecessarily cruel to yourself.
Objectively untrue.
Don't fucking test me. You're being unnecessarily cruel to yourself. This isn't me just being a friend. This is me telling you to cut the shit.
If he wasn't controlling me to try to kill my brother, if he wasn't controlling me to attack John, if he wasn't controlling me to do all of these things that happen when I lose control, that means the losing control is me.
Yeah, but that don't make you a fucking monster. Losing control is something else. Objectively, no, the fuck it doesn't. Monsters don't, quote, lose control. They do it because they can. It's not a case of not being able to stop yourself. It's a case of doing it because you want to. And forgive me for saying that, I'm pretty sure you don't want to do it.
With that measurement of what makes someone a monster, you would be correct.
Yeah, and that's the measurement I use. Look, you're not a monster. It's just not true. You can call yourself a monster all you want, but it is patently false. Because, I'm going to be honest, if you were a monster, you'd have been happy that you did what you did to your brother. Or you would have done it again because you could. You wouldn't be who you were now. You wouldn't be beating yourself up about it.
Okay, freak. That's a better word.
Everyone's a freak at some point in their life. Look at me.
I mean, true.
Look, being a monster is, for a lot of things, entirely subjective. For example, Grayson would probably consider me a monster because of the kind of shit that I pull on him.
I don't think he thinks you're a monster. I think he thinks you're a jackass.
Cut to the start. That fucking monster edited my article again.
I think he thinks you're a fuck. I've heard him call you a jackass, but I've never heard him call you a monster.
It doesn't change the fact that you might think I am, does it?
He could just not vocalize that thought, you're right. Oh, also, something else weird happened this morning.
What?
Do you notice any burn marks on my arms or anything?
No, just a couple bruises from when your ancestor threw you across the fucking room.
Right. I spilled boiling hot coffee on myself this morning when Savanto.
You fucking what?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yes, Amy was there.
Hmm. You're not burned though, so something's changed.
Yeah. Doesn't help that I couldn't really... As soon as Savanto showed up, I immediately just wanted to leave. I mean, you heard me describe what I saw him do to those changelings. Can you really blame me?
Not really.
Don't blame my instincts on him, though. Right?
Well, blaming your instincts on somebody oftentimes doesn't help.
Well, I thought my instincts were him.
But new evidence has come to light and they're not.
And it's... He also said that I should never think about it as losing control.
Honestly, I'd agree with him, because to an extent it might not be losing control, it's just a part of you that's more attuned to taking care of yourself, albeit in a more violent way.
Really not helping with the self-allegations of monstrosity there.
Okay, Pacifico, I need you to do me a favor. Alright, I need you to do me a solid.
What is it?
Kill me.
Why?
And therein proves you're not a monster.
As I asked to why?
A monster wouldn't ask why. You...
I suppose you're right. You know what? Dwelling on this as much as I am is just going to make me fucking spiral.
Yep.
Right, first of all, we need to get... We need to save the video, because...
Oh, yeah.
When I go to the office to explain why I need a new chair, the video will probably help. Because who's going to believe that my ancestor threw me into my desk in my dreams?
Lots of people, actually. It's... He walks over to his desk. Bring it over here. This is connected to the network.
Okay. I mean, Kia and Koto sure thought it was weird.
It's weird, but it's not unheard of.
Well, actually, they had never heard of it. Amy was also like, Amy also literally said, I've never heard of anything like that happening before. I mean, Koto had heard stuff about, like, connections to ancestors being a thing that can manifest through dreams. While the shit is uploading, even though it probably is very quick, he's like, change of topic. How have you been doing?
I've been all right.
Did you sleep last night?
Nah.
Incredulous look from Pacifico.
He said no. It wasn't yup,
Still-
it wasn't nope.
Yeah, still incredulous look. It's like, okay,
What
I
are you
have
like
an
that for?
excuse.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay, I have an excuse. I was being thrown around by an ancestor.
I was working on this. He gestures to the sword.
And it doesn't bother you to just not sleep.
No, really?
Okay, this is gonna sound a little weird. Is it weird that I'm jealous of that?
Also, not really. 'Cause you have trouble sleeping. I just don't sleep. There's a distinct difference in these.
Yeah, on some nights it's me not sleeping, but not for a lack of trying sometimes.
Most of the time when I don't sleep, I'm not trying.
I suppose that is a difference. Like, as long as you're doing okay, you know?
I'm doing as well as usual, I guess. Not really much happens.
All right, so then I guess as you're like uploading, storing, getting copies of like all this footage. So Luke and Pacifico, that is where you hear in your minds, you're like, good morning. It's Tilana. It's like, I wanted to let you know, Canvas, she's going to be with the Exploration Club. They are going to be gone for the week. They're going on an excursion, pretty far south, towards Gremlin. So she'll be back. She should be back by the end of the week.
Huh.
Cool.
Good to know. I think Canvas has enough of her own problems without hearing about my shit.
Look, it's not... Having problems isn't a bad thing, Everyone has problems.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't
not
say
the
it
worst
was.
person for having them. You sort of sounded like you're treating your problems as secondary to everyone else's.
I mean,
You mean what?
when it comes to what an individual should be dealing with, probably their own problems before the problems of other people, yeah?
Sorry, could you say that again? I zoned out.
I mean, from a contextual standpoint, kind of, because people should be more focused on their own issues than the issues of everyone else around them. Like, I wouldn't expect you to... He kind of stops himself. It's like, I kind of did that, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I'm a fucking jackass.
I don't know what you're on about.
But I don't know, that's just kind of a thing that you do. You have a tendency to drop everything for other people's problems.
That's because it's the kind of thing that I do.
Right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just realizing that Canvas isn't that type of person. That's not a judgment against her or anything. It's just truthful. It's not bad, is it? I don't think it's bad.
I mean, it really isn't bad. I just... Helping is something that I've done for fucking years. One could argue it's all that I know how to do sometimes.
And before hanging out with, and before being around Amy, or especially you, honestly, I don't know that I was very good at being able to accept help.
There's a key point as well that, for me, oftentimes you don't really have a choice.
I guess it becomes easier to accept it when you get forced into it.
Yeah. Not having a choice but to accept the help that's been given to you is a pretty big motivator in letting yourself be helped.
I definitely have a lot to think about before I attempt to speak to Ankilo again.
Well, what kind of things are you going to say to him?
I feel like he should know why I thought it was his fault, for one.
One of the things you're going to do is apologize, I'd hope.
Yeah. And, like...
Ask for his help.
Yeah, there was the first bit of, demonstration of what he wanted to teach me. That is a little bit frightening.
And what's that?
Ending someone mercilessly. He kind of pantomimes the motion of him, like, sinking the claw into the neck, lifting them off the ground, and then twisting the wrist.
Well, are you your ancestor?
That's the part that's scaring me.
The fact that you don't know, or the fact that you might be a lot more like him than you think?
I think it's more so the latter than the former. When he did that, there were flashes where instead of him doing it, I saw me doing it. Instead of that faceless changeling, I saw Carla. And I saw my brother.
Did it scare you?
Yeah.
Acting that way and seeing people you genuinely care about and on the receiving end of it?
Yeah. And I know it seems like I shouldn't care about Carla. But I did. I would wish that there was a way for us to not do things this way, but I just don't see anything with me and Carla other than the way things have gone. It's less complicated to explain why I care about my brother, of course.
Of course. But the question therein is, did it bother you when you saw you doing it to Carla? Or did it only bother you when you saw the vision of you attacking your brother?
It didn't bother me as much.
But it
still
bothered you.
me. Yeah. It bothered me remembering when I actually did do that. Even though she was trying to kill me.
You know why it bothered you?
Because I'm not a monster, right?
Because you're not a monster. Even though you've got every reason to be really angry at Carla, part of you doesn't want to. And I don't think any monster could be considered not wanting to be upset with somebody.
I suppose you have a point.
Of course I do. Always got a point.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out how much of me really is Ankylo and how much isn't.
I'd say 100% of you isn't Ankylo, because that's not your name. Objectively true, because your name is not Ankylo. It's Pacifico.
Objectively untrue. I am literally his descendant.
That doesn't make you him in any way, shape, or form.
Genetically, it does.
It makes you related to him. Your DNA at this point has gotten so scrambled due to the fact that your family has had multiple other families marrying into it. That
I'm the one
you have
the devourer, and yet I'm the only one in this generation with the devourer's blood.
Well, technically, your brother has it too. If you wanted to split hairs about this, your brother's got it too. It's just recessive in him, and it's just dominant in you. Like, the gene is not expressing itself in your brother. You want to be pedantic? We can be pedantic.
The point being that I have the gift. He puts it in air quotes.
But that doesn't make you your own ancestor at all. It just means that you've inherited something from him that you are choosing to believe is a bad thing.
I guess that's another reason I'm not ready to talk to him. I don't know how to broach this whole thing about our blood.
Hmm. Have you tried just being, like, straight up with it?
What do you mean?
Like, just, instead of dancing around the bush, just asking him. Just be honest. As much of a raging cunt as he sounds to be, due to your description of him, he probably is more than willing to just explain things if you ask. The worst of us can be reasonable some days.
Maybe. You'll have to forgive me for not necessarily thinking of that initially when the very first thing he showed to me was, you know, straight up murder.
Well, in his life, that's probably what he did the most. Sounds fucked up. But
Of course it was. Considering what was going on at the time, I can't say I necessarily do not understand why that was the case. I think I just still need to process this.
All right. Anything else that you would like to do in this scene before we move on to the next one?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Alrighty.
So who wants to talk about murders?
That's why I had to post that picture. That was the first thing that came. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
I love this talk, and it's like, yeah.
Alrighty.
The talk eventually comes. It's like, I'm in a different fucking era than you. We don't have to do this shit anymore. What the? How about you teach me how to do it a little bit less murdery? Slightly less. Not saying nine.
Less murdery.
Less murdery.
Yeah, Pacifico knows where his blood inheritance comes from. Meanwhile, Amy struggling to find out where her powers come from.
That's okay. Alright. Speaking of which, so Amy. So, you have decided, like, you know, pretty much trying to enjoy kind of like the last days of the season for the plants to be in, you know, like they're pretty much like in their like last blooms and stuff before they start dying off.
Yeah.
You know, for like, you know, getting ready, you know, before they start getting ready for the inevitable chill.
Yeah.
And yep, and that is when you so you decide, you're gonna, you know, it's in like the it's by the school chapel, and you can see it's just filled with, you know, all the students. Like, you know, some of them are just, you know, kind of like you, just enjoying the sights. Some people are just meeting up, you know, doing some tasks or what have you. But regardless, you just decide, you know what, I'm just gonna have like a little outdoor date with your boyfriend.
Yep. I see him right there too. I was like, hey, I made it. I brought some lunch.
Alrighty, so then, so you'll probably just have like a cute little picnic date, and it'll be like, like, you know, Quinn, you know, he'll take a bite of your food, and he's just like, my princess, I am without words.
She had to rub the back of her head.
It's nothing special, just something that I used to enjoy with my family.
It's like, so it's like, so that's what it is. It's like, yes, I can. Yeah, it's like I can just tell. I can practically feel the love and the affection.
I did. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh no! My D4s.
You okay?
I heard dice hitting the floor.
I heard I heard her say my D4s.
Oh god,
you don't
caltrops.
want those. You don't want those laying around. That's a dangerous game.
Gotta make sure the cat doesn't get them.
Oh god, caltrops, be careful.
Well, it's not just the cat I gotta worry about. All right. I saved them. It was just only 2.
Oh, okay. Well, still, all it takes is 1.
Yeah,
all it takes is 1 to send you to the hospital with a pierced foot.
That'll be
It's
it.
only 1d4 piercing.
I will say.
Oh my god.
Killing you very soon.
Don't worry, they're all plastic. They're all plastic, so it's fine.
You do realize that doesn't make much of a difference if you step on one.
Yeah, no, it really don't. It's happened. It's happened before.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. Anywho. All right. Yeah. So as you're kind of like enjoying yourselves and such, I'm actually gonna make a a roll real quick, and oh yeah, okay, that's a pretty decent roll. Yeah, so as you're reading, like Quinn can he's just like kind of just watching you intently, very loving expression on his face, but then he kind of looks and he's just like, he's like, I know, it's like I can see you're trying to put on a brave face, just what is it? You can tell me anything.
All right. She will take Quinn's hand into hers. I'm like,
There's a lot to go,
and she will start telling Quinn about her past in Eldraine, and basically starting from there and what's been going on now. It's like and in a low whisper, she says,
we went to this. I'm just worried about Canvas right now after what happened, and I was a little scared. It's just everything is just weighing on me, and I'm still needing to finish the quest that I was put on as the last request of my father.
It's like, well, I mean, I did see that both she and Moathorn have been gone for the past couple of days. I mean, they're in the same club, aren't they?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like, yeah, Moathorn. I get that. I understand that he's homesick, but still, he's a good man. I'm positive. She is in good company.
Mm-hmm. I hope so too. I mean, to be fair, on the side, I have been, collecting Canvas's homework so she doesn't fall behind when she gets back. I'm just worried about a lot. And another foe has appeared, or reappeared, kinda. And she will start telling him the story of her connection with Dovin.
Okay. And yeah, and it's like, yeah, just like upon hearing this, that is where Quinn, he will actually, he'll rise to his feet and he's like, okay, I understand. I have not quite earned your brother's approval to say the oath yet, but still. And he will go to his knees and he will, take your hand in his. And that is where he'll say, I swear to you, my princess, for any king or god to hear, your smile will be forever warm and bright. That being said, you kind of recognize, like, it's not quite, it's similar following the lines of, like, the oath that John took when he swore to become a paladin to protect the Kenrith twins. With that oath being, I swear to you, my king, that the laws that bind our kingdom together will be forever respected and upheld.
Amy just had to have this big grin on her face and some slight tears coming down her face.
Yeah. So then, and he'll just proceed to, with the finger, he'll wipe away her tears. He's like, I mean it, Amy. I know your brother's been working with me, but I want to protect you. I want to be your prince. I want to be your knight.
After hearing that, you are my knight.
And with that, he'll just take you into his arms.
And she will pluck a kiss on his lips.
No. You know what? It's like hang on. Okay. So pretty much like so yeah, you kind of like bask in this little moment. And Amy, I want you to make a perception check.
Alrighty, perception. Alright,
Okay, that's okay. That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you slowly open your eyes and you can kind of actually even see some of the students that are around you. They're just watching.
They're like, finally, their relationship's getting serious.
Lorene right there, like, ooh, this is gonna be sweet gossip.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's like
I can't wait to tell Pacifico about this cheesy bullshit.
The temptation to just drop Savanto in here randomly.
if you want to.
Oh no.
I'm not opposed to that if you want to.
I feel like Mika is lurking somewhere as well.
No, Quinn just Quinn just goes, "You're a good kisser," but also, and then just shapeshifts into Savanto, gullible.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, please, at disadvantage. I'm kidding.
No, I have a better one for you. You're a great kisser, honey, but also shapeshifts back into Aku. Ah, foolish samurai lord!
Why is it? Oh my god.
You're a great kisser, but a terrible noodle boy.
Okay. Anywho, so Savanto, what are you doing now that you've come to the chapel grounds?
So Savanto sees the kiss and then he's like, "Woo!" Good for them! Good for them! Good for them! Good for them!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Just for that, I think just for that, I would think probably a couple other people would probably joining and applauding, Lorene would, Kadoris would, yeah, just kind of joining in. Xanther would probably be hooting and hollering along with you, if not louder.
It becomes a competition of who can hoot and holler the loudest.
Amy, I feel like Amy and Quinn's face are beet red, not because of the kiss, but because of how many people are watching now.
I can't believe it. Savanto started a howl.
So, amidst all of this, it's Amy, you're just kind of flustered and shit. So that is when, suddenly you feel Quinn literally, sweeping you off your feet, pulling you into his arms, princess style. And, yeah, he's going to race off. Whee! Yeah, so probably all around. So, yeah. So it's don't worry, you're safe. I've got you.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Well, that was unexpected, Jane says.
Yes.
Zoinks.
Actually, wait, Food, you do a better chain impression than I do.
Yeah, zoinks.
Like I didn't see that coming.
Alrighty, so, alright, so let me find, the next map here. So, once again, later on in the week, we are going to switch over to Eldraine.
Yay. Boogie! It was Boogie.
Oh,
The music, it is gone.
No!
Boogie did a dookie.
This bot is fucking minging.
Oh, what? Yeah, yeah. Wow, it actually even like cleared out the freaking the queue and everything. Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll play that. We'll play that. Fine.
This this boogie boy is fucking minging. Suck your dad.
Savanto, what the hell are you talking about?
This boy is fucking minging.
Okay, it is.
Savanto,
Yeah,
do you need a vacation or something? You've been acting really weird lately.
Oh, I've heard the team before. No, the bot is fucking minging.
Yeah, no. Savanto just looks back, acting.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, like for whatever reason, yeah, it just does not want to play anything. Like every time, like every time I try to put a song in, it's just not playing it. It's just going, the queue is currently empty.
Try reset.
All right, let me see here.
But yay! Quinn and Amy's relationship is getting serious! Yay!
Let's see. Disconnect that. Can we try again? Yeah, no, it does not want to. Okay, that's fine. We can go in silence. Might actually kind of be appropriate. Might actually kind of want to be appropriate here.
Finally, it is time for Savanto to break out his talented a cappella.
Xander covers his mouth. No.
If I hear you singing again, I am going to rip your tongue out.
Anywho, so
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Anywho, okay. Anywho, what you call it? As I said, back in Eldraine, specifically, MM, you have found some time that you actually decided to go to Eldraine, and you're actually venturing into the wilds. You're trying to find the two fairies that you had brought from Alara. You're just kind of checking in on them, seeing,
All right.
if you can find them.
I swear, you leave them away for 5 minutes. Well, it's honestly been more like a couple.
Oh, I don't
days,
think
but...
this is MM. I think this is Alice.
Oh no, it's MM.
Oh, it is MM. Okay.
Yeah. Don't be a presumptuous. Don't be making assumptions.
Remember, she's got that funny little crystal.
The voice you were using sounded more Alice-y than MM. That's why.
It's less that she's being Alice and more just kind of talking to herself, just kind of like, "Oh, you leave them away for 5 minutes." Or
it did sound like an Alice-y voice.
What MM? It's just, it's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I just thought it was an Alice-y tone. I wasn't making assumptions.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, so as you say that, I would like for you to make a perception check. Let's have you do this one with advantage.
Cool.
Yeah, since you're pretty much, with you being a fae and you're surrounded by fae, I'll let you have advantage on this one.
Cool. What is my prescription? All right. I'd like to thank you for the advantage. My first roll was an 8.
Okay.
My second roll is a 22.
All right. So no sooner than you say that, you detect. You detect in the tree here, and you look up, and that is where you see a familiar face. There's one of the fairies from Alara.
Oh, hey there! How are you doing?
And
What's her name again?
yep. So then he takes a look and he sees you there, and that is where he recognizes you, and he's like, oh, it's you. And he comes down, and when you ask your name, he's like, Petiol.
Ah, yeah, I remember. Is Node nearby?
She's been making all kinds of new friends since she came here. She's probably visiting one of them.
Well, I mean, why don't you join?
It's just, I don't know. It's like, I get the gesture, but it's not the same. These are not our fairies.
Well, MM's kind of struggling because like, oh, we don't know if she doesn't know if there's any other fairies. All the other ones on Alara were not real.
Right.
So like, all this idea of whether or not, so she's just kind of like thinking like, well, I understand these are not perhaps the fae you're familiar with, but they're still fair. They're still fae, you know.
It's like, she's always been the one with the more gentle heart between us. Like, she's the one that was, constantly crying over our fairies and what has happened to them. She just seems like, now that she's been here and she's been meeting some of the fae, and she's really been getting along with them. There's this one. He's not even a full fairy, and yet they seem to be getting along perfectly fine. But pretty quick to forget about our fairies.
Is it really? Perhaps she knows that it's thus that she forgets about where she came from, and more that where you two came from isn't really all that hospitable to fae anymore. It was either that, like, is either stay there and possibly turn to whatever that substance was, or live amongst your kind elsewhere.
Yeah, like Petiol, like just at the thought of turning into like an Ethereum creature, he just like you just see like this pure look of disgust.
Yeah. It's you could
I suppose I do owe you, some appreciation for this second chance. And he'll actually he'll hold out his hand.
Well, MM is curious, but reaches her own arm out to shake.
Yep. So with that, they just takes the hand, and then with his free hand, yoink! You look down. Brooks is gone. It's in his hand.
Hold on. No.
like, oh, come on.
We said back there, you do not do this with me.
Alrighty.
Give it.
MM, I would like for you to make the roll.
All right. Oh no, that's a nat 20.
Alrighty. All right. So yeah, with that said, yeah, how do you respond?
As if it was right at her fingertips. MM stops. And you see, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name. I'm gonna try. Petiole. We'll see her horns change color. It's as if in that moment, MM became a different person to him. Do we want to try the music bot one more time?
I will try. Let's see. Can we get the?
It's okay if we can't.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, let me try disconnecting. Can we do this again? Now it's saying that apparently I'm on cooldown.
Dang it. Well, unfortunate.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. Fine. You want to be a butt? That's fine.
Let me try something real quick.
I've got a scene to do. Don't worry. Oh. That noise is going to constantly scare me. It's because it's also the Halloween noises too. Well.
You're still on the Halloween noises?
Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't changed. Regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
I got mine late for all intents and purposes, but regardless.
Yeah.
She stops reaching for the pendant. And just like it's felt like forever since I felt like this. Since I felt so free.
Yeah, it's like, Petiole just kind of like, kind of like stares, like, even noticing, like, the change in the demeanor, even like the color of your horns. And then he's just like, I knew there was something strange about you. When we first met, we could sense Faye, and yet we couldn't. It was very strange. But now, now you're Faye. This is full Faye.
About time someone noticed. Sit. For some time, it appears as though I've been trapped. And should I make a perception check, or what check would it be that I'm thinking of?
It depends. What is it you're trying to do?
She's trying to notice if there's any similarities between the last time she was free and now.
Okay. You can do perception if you want.
Okay. 19.
All right, so yeah, there very much is a connecting factor here, you know. So it feels, it's like, yeah, it does feel like something has been holding you back, and yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you've pretty much figured out. Yeah, there's one connecting factor here, and it's the brooch in Petiol's hand.
I wonder. That has to be it, isn't it? I don't remember wearing anything like that. I certainly don't remember wearing anything like that last time.
Like, you mean this? And he just holds up this brooch.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. You and this other human girl. Yeah, they told me not to take it. You know, but how could I resist? There's just, it's like, I can't quite explain it, but there's just something about it. It's just, I have to have it. And they wouldn't let me have it.
Well, let me offer a trade. You can keep it, but I take you with me.
Like, what do you? It's like take it with you. Like what do you mean? Like, I've already moved.
Well, would you care to move again?
Well,
I have my own little lair that needs attending to.
And what about Node?
I'll ask her. I'll ask her as well. I'll ask this Node as well. I have to keep in mind, doesn't know who Node. Alice doesn't know who Node is.
Mm-hmm.
This entire time, Alice has been pretty. Alice has been pretty out of the loop. I have a lair that needs attending to, and I need some more Fae to help attend to it. Oh yeah, you said, what about Node? Node. I'll ask this Node. I can't guarantee that this Node will say yes, but I can't guarantee. But who knows?
Oh, we somehow got music back. Okay.
We'll work with it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. Anywho, so yeah, so that's where, you know, Petiol's like, yeah, he's like, look, it sounds nice. It's just like, I guess since you didn't hear before, you know, the Fae here are not the Fae. They're not like the Fae that we had to leave behind. And I sincerely doubt that the Fae that you have are going to be like the ones that we left behind. It's like, shall I tell you about what happened?
Go ahead.
We were under care back when our world was split. somebody named Mogduin, took special care to make sure that we were safe. And then when our world came back together, that was when things started to change. And my fellow Fae, they either fell or they were forcibly changed. And Mogduin took it upon himself to save Node and myself. He locked us in a metallic fairy ring. So then when you and the human girl set us free, all the fairies around us, they're not real Fae. They're these mechanical constructs pretending to be Fae.
Well, I can at least assure you, the Fae I have in my place are the genuine article. Though, I suppose that doesn't change it not being though I suppose it does not help if it's not yours. Does it?
No, it doesn't.
Tricky. Well, so what you're saying is, all I need to do is find some Fae from Alara.
If you manage to find any real Fae, not those metallic things. Even if you just manage to find one, then you know what? I'll consider that a deal.
All right. As she begins to walk away, for the time being, if you'd like to hold on to it for yourself.
Yeah, like upon saying that, he just goes, yes.
Hope to see you soon.
All right. And then yeah, I guess you'll just kind of like walk off in different directions.
Mm-hmm. Alice now has a goal in mind.
Alrighty.
But how do I let it act like nothing's happened? Well, just have to pretend that the effects of that were last quite a bit. And she willingly, and as she's walking away, she willingly lets MM take control.
All right.
But I don't think MM caught any of that.
Alrighty, so in that case, is there anything else you would like to do here, MM, before we return to Strixhaven?
Is there anything to do? Is there anything?
I know. You tell me. Is there anything else you want to do?
I will say, nah, not today.
I will say there is a bit of a logic thing going on with that. Would MM not notice that she's no longer wearing the brooch?
She might, if it's pointed out to her.
Alrighty. Okay, so let me just see.
I think also this music that I'm playing is actually really fitting.
Oh yeah, well, Phantom Forest, yeah.
When in doubt, get Final Fantasy VI.
Okay. Alrighty, well, it's at least able to let me add music to a playlist, so that's at least better than what we had before. Alright. No problemo.
Actually, with that in mind, before all that, let's do just one little bit of retconning. One little bit of retconning, just to play with that.
Okay.
But less something that has to be acted out.
Okay.
She'll ask for the pendant, but Pithiel can keep the stone.
Okay. Also, just taking the stone out of the frame.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that.
That's probably smart on Alice's part, because then there's less of a weight difference for MM to notice.
Absolutely.
Or even worse.
Well, this is and I would like, I would also imagine, considering how last year, I know, MM was doing all kinds of illusion shits on herself, to try to hide things, so it wouldn't surprise me if, there's more illusion bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, I'm sorry?
Yeah. I didn't think about that at first. Good call. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Good call me.
All
No,
right.
no, good call, Boone. I'm thanking Boone.
All right. Anywho,
If you're gonna do this storyline, let's try to do it where it doesn't just instantly get fucking
you're right.
mixed.
Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right.
Come on.
I just didn't think about that at first,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Okay, so with that said, so at this point now, we will say now this is probably the Friday, so the last day before the weekend. And so we'll have all you guys are meeting up at Beau's End Tavern, because you did initially say, if I could play the music, you did initially, yes, okay. Because you did initially say that the plan was to continue looking for Brea over the weekend. At this point, you're just waiting for, you're all, you're pretty much all trying to meet up together and, wait for the Exploration Club to come back.
MM's gonna walk through and immediately see. Oh, hey, how are you doing?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Got to get the bodyguard in here.
How are you doing? And John?
Things have been interesting.
I'd like to imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
the sooner we get the sooner we finish this, the better.
I agree. I'd like to imagine that MM is actually greeting Pacifico with a smile, but this moment John steps into the picture, it just like,
I've been better. I guess you didn't hear about the chair thing.
Chair thing. I mean, I've heard I've heard something happened with you, but I didn't get to see you around, so.
Oh, don't worry about it. Deception is a fun skill.
Insight.
That people have when they want to lie about their feelings. I got a 21.
Well, I got 24.
He is very much trying to sweep it under the rug and just move towards
You don't listen.
Does she like try to stop him from sweeping it under the rug? As he's trying to just move past?
She is going to lean in and whisper. And whisper in a voice that he wants to make it clear. John can't hear. What fucking happened?
And it's like, it was a particularly intense nightmare.
All right, I'll leave it be. And then they just go to the table.
All right.
Clearly, it is not. Clearly, that's all that needs to be said.
So yeah, Pacifico's gonna notice there's a different aura going on between Amy and Quinn.
Oh, hey, Betty.
Oh, I was like, oh, hey there. It's like, yeah, sit down, come join us.
Okay.
Did Jutsu finally, he kind of like puts his hands together?
What? Are you look? Just to make sure, is Pacifico looking at MM and Betty?
No, looking at Amy and Quinn.
Okay, just making sure. It'd be really funny.
We know we're not ready for that stage yet.
He means, have you kissed yet, dickhead?
I don't mean kiss.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I know they've kissed. I'm talking about something else.
I heard,
what are you
I
talking
heard about a big big fucking scene.
Yeah, John comes up. It's like, yes, Your Highness. What do you mean?
Well, I asked the question and they said no, so there you go. Not anything to worry about.
All right, okay. We're just gonna move along. Pushes John over to the wall, like a cartoon character.
It's like, I'll be on guard duty.
Oh my god, Realm, I see that thing.
Oh my fucking god.
He's gonna walk up, he pulls out a newspaper.
Pulling out a newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Okay, fuck it. It's gonna be the latest edition of the Strixhaven Star. Because why the fuck not?
He is intentionally looking at all the photos he took.
Pacifico is just trying not to. He's actively avoiding any form of his eyes making contact with Savanto at the moment.
I blipped a little bit. What happened?
Look both under your token.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Savanto in his little repo form, he's got the he's got a copy of the Strixhaven Star.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take it and read it.
Stolen the thing from the bot who was reading it.
You just take the newspaper out of the head. He's just like, bro.
Okay, Quinn, we do need to talk about the fact that I can apparently crash through my desk and you don't end up hearing it.
I'm scared what the star says. Oh god.
It's a normal issue with a star.
Okay, cool. Alright, she gives it
The
back
thing
to
you
the
notice
bot.
is Grayson's article is first. You are aware that Luke is the editor this year.
Huh. Grayson's article's up first, usually. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And then it's like Savanto, like just out of curiosity, like what are some of the photos that you have submitted and have been allowed to come into the Strixhaven Star?
Well, Savanto was asked to take photos of a I believe it was a sports event that was going on.
I think you were like sports clubs, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so like there's like an arrangement of like some of those where it's like it goes a bit further more into like some of the sports club and some of the events going on.
All right.
Okay. And then okay, so we will have it so Amy, as you're kind of looking through the Strixhaven Star, and that is where you'll see like kind of decided on this very last minute, but so amidst like all the articles and stuff, there's like a little student submission section, and that is where you find what appears to be a poem.
Oh boy. She will read it.
And so you will Amy, we can have you read it, or we can have Canvas reading it, because technically this is something Canvas wrote.
I'm fine with either.
You know what? Canvas, you read it. You need a little spotlight.
So yeah, in the student submission section, there is a kind of sappy poem labeled "The Silence Between the Ticking of the Clock" by Canvas Zevon Watt. There is a hush that lives between your breaths, not silence but intention. A poised waiting thing, like a piece held above a dragon chessboard. Not yet committed, but already inevitable. You look at people the way architects look at foundations, measuring what can bear weight and what will crumble with the first storm. I have never once feared your gaze. That alone feels like a miracle. I love the grace you keep hidden in motion, the way your feet plant before the silk ball strikes, how you read the field like constellations, how victory is simply the moment everyone else realizes you were right. But it is the quiet hours that undo me. Ink drying, Kaidam nesting in my lap. You at your desk, the snarl's whispers curling around you like soft smoke. We do not speak, we simply are. And that is enough to fill every hole of me. If the snarls see all things, let them see this. Let them see how gently I place you in my heart. Not as a possession, not as prize, but as the first calm sky after exile. Tilana, I love you. In the way metal remembers heat, shaped by it, held by it, and never ever forgetting.
Aww.
So anyway, that's a
Yeah.
math.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like, I imagine, like, considering Luke is the editor, Luke probably had to be the one to be like, yeah, this is going in.
Yep.
Passed across Luke's desk like an hour before the submissions end. Which is why it's in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wholesome. Aw.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think like everybody, around the table is just like they're just kind of touched by all that.
I like to imagine Talana has no fucking clue.
It's like, you know what? So like that. So Tilana, she was probably already here eating dinner, and she sees all of you, and all of a sudden, like, you're all like together, like huddled around the table, and you're all just kind of like, all of a sudden, you guys are just kind of like, oh, you're all having this reaction, So yeah, Tilana, she'll rise up and she'll come to you, and she'll just be like, is there something? Yeah, is there something wrong?
I'm not gonna say anything, but you need to read this.
All right,
Last
so then.
week.
Wait, what'd you say?
Last page.
Last page, okay. So, yeah, so she'll take it, and, she'll take the time, like, scanning every line. And, I mean, yeah, like, you can just see, like, just this, like, look of, like, just, like, pure... Yeah, like, just, like, pure love on her face. And she's just like... And she's just like, Canvas. And I swear I am going to do everything I can to save you. I am not losing you.
We're all gonna help her.
Question is,
Speaking of which, the Explorers Club should be back any minute now, shouldn't they?
Yes, they should.
Well, until then, or until we hear news of something bad happening with them, where we would have to go and rescue them.
Knocking on wood.
Case. Knocking on wood. Everyone. MM is going to just knock once and just join her.
I don't think I should. Knocking on wood is actually bad luck in East River.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what's considered good luck?
Breaking.
Oh, for that, he grabs the salt. He grabs the salt. He untwists the top of the salt. He dumps the entire thing into his hand and he throws it over his shoulder.
Ha! I understand that reference. That's an Italian thing.
Wait, I have a funny thought. And I did what if after Savanto said that, as the little Reaper robot, and people who did not recognize that he was the Reaper robot notices?
Yeah, just use it. Yeah, because it's still Savanto's voice, right?
Yeah, he is doing like the Repo bot voice where it's like, me.
Okay, yeah.
Is this one of Prismari's bots?
Like, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's like Savanto.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Why are you like this?
Don't.
You ask way
Luke
too
walks
many
over
questions.
and just puts down a set of drinks for everybody.
Pacifico was literally about to get up, and then Luke shows up with the drinks. I'm gonna roll deception just for fun.
I hope to God you tossed the salt before Luke arrived.
Yes, yes, it was before Luke showed up. It was before
Okay.
Luke arrived.
I was about to say, I was like, oh God.
I think it's funny. It's because like at the head of the table is not like at the top of the table is not just me but Xanther. And so I wonder what his reaction to all that is.
He's probably just taking it all in stride. Like he's probably more amused by it than anything.
I think it's probably more amused at the fact that Amy and Quinn's relationship is getting serious now.
Right.
No, he's just looking at Savanto the repo robot and just aww.
It's like I will call him Buddy, and he will be my buddy.
Finally, I am moving up in life.
You know what? You two were made for each other.
Oh God, Savanto and Santa. That would be an interesting ship.
I was made in a factory.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, like Xanther is probably just kind of just howling at this. It's just like, it's like, oh man, this guy, oh, no, he's too much, man.
You have.
Hey, you can say that again.
Pacifico's trying to hide his lack of amusement.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Xanther turns to him and he's like, yeah, he's in your class, isn't he?
Yes.
It's like, is he always this funny?
If you have the sense of humor for it.
Good thing I do.
It's like, he's like, yeah, that's what we see. That's definitely something we need. You know, it's like I know school's tough, and you know everyone's getting stressed out over all kinds of things. You know, we all need a good laugh. It's like, come on.
As with all things, he's just placing down mugs for people.
Like,
Time and
thanks.
place for everything.
He's like, yeah, thanks, man.
Cheers. He just walks back up to the bar, taking a drink.
Let's up, cause lady.
Let's hug.
All right. So then, as you all are just kind of, you know, chatting amongst yourselves, I would like for you to make a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20.
For once, Luke doesn't see this or hear it.
21.
You said perception, right?
Perception, yes.
All right, 12. I am too busy chugging my drug.
Yeah.
Pacifico is a 7. He's too busy with his drink. Very much looking away from Savanto.
Okay. And then Luke's because you said you didn't see anything, so you're probably you're concentrated on work.
There goes Jen.
Oh no!
She was the one that succeeded. No,
I got a 21.
she was the other one that succeeded. No.
Hang on.
Okay, I am sorry about that.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. Is like, you okay?
Yes, Discord did that. Cut out everybody's sound, and I had to rejoin the call.
Okay.
Oh god, yeah, that sucks.
To fill you in.
All right.
All right, so yeah, like I think it's like Amy and Savanto passed. Everybody else, yeah, you're kind of like preoccupied with things. But yeah, Amy and Savanto, as you guys are just kind of like chatting amongst yourselves, you see walking into the bar, you see Melwathorn and Gowrick.
Yo! I need to point out that Malathorn is my one of my teammates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like Melwathorn will see you, and then Gowrick, Gowrick will like wave, and he'll just be like, "Hello, everyone." And then he'll come over. He's like, yep, we're back. Took a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. They still made it back. Still made it back in time.
Savanto waves his nubby hands.
It's like, yeah, they just look at, they're just like, it's like, yeah, and they're just like, is this, did somebody from Quandrix, drop this?
No, it's Savanto.
Defective.
That immediately gets him out of that transformation. Well, fuck you too, buddy.
Pacifico Whitewater. Pacifico Whitewater. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no!
I'm pretty good at those. That being said, it doesn't help if I don't roll that well. 12, probably still effective from the getting my ass beat by my ancestor.
Upon hearing you refer to the Savanto bot as defective, Luke slips on a glove and teleports you to him using Void Warp.
Oh no!
A wooden spoon is held in your face. Funny, yes. Uncalled for, also yes.
I was just learning to love.
The wooden spoon is thrown at Savanto.
Yeah. Tilana is gonna artfully dodge. She's like, nope, I am not getting hit by that spoon. Like, she didn't even have to like look. She's just like, it's like, she just senses that like there's a spoon coming her way, and she just gets up and gets out of the way.
Wait a minute, where's Pacifica? Where's Grayson? I
Just
need
a
to find
spoon
her.
mark on Savanto's face.
Grayson isn't here.
Yeah, Grayson is not here.
Damn.
It's a search
Sorry.
warrant.
It's just real. And I'll just.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. That you're right. That was uncalled. I don't know.
It's still funny though.
Sure.
Amy's patting Savanto on the shoulder. It's okay. It's okay.
You see,
Yeah.
Goes back to sit down, going to a different, further away seat.
Yeah,
Well,
that's where,
we
like,
can't-
Gowrick will actually come up to you, Savanto, and he's like, I don't think I've ever seen you do that before. At least not that form.
Oh, I have quite a few of them actually.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Like, how do you come up with these things?
Sometimes there's some people that I see that I think would be fun to transform into, and that one that I did, I actually kind of doodled that one.
Oh wow. Oh, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah. Want to see another trick? And they just.
I don't think that's the right idea to do right here.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh, well, technically, we've already seen that one.
How about this one then?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Do not let them see you do that. They will come up with ideas.
Coming up with my ideas is my shtick.
Oh boy, a changeling rivalry. Great.
Okay. Still funny?
well. Ay, ay, ay.
It's like, yeah, Melbathorn will come up and just be like, is everything okay with you, Amy?
Yeah, everything's fine. Have you seen Canvas? Is she okay?
You mean she's not with you?
She said she was going with the Explorers Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melbathorn and Galric just kind of look at each other and they're like, yeah, no, she didn't come with us.
Excuse me, what?
It's like, I mean, yeah, she's part of the exploration club. I know she's missed out on a couple of our excursions because she was sick. I thought she still wasn't feeling good.
Oh no.
The base. Can you cover my shift for a bit?
Okay.
Luke gestures and disappears.
MM is going to walk over to Tilana and just gonna be like, I think you're gonna be needed.
Of course, like I just said, I want to do everything I can to help her. You know, it's just.
I believe you. If right now this will help her. And MM is gonna also walk off.
Pacifico just wordlessly gets up and starts storming off to the base.
Amy
All
will.
right.
Amy will look at Quinn.
I'll be right back. I promise I'll be okay.
All right. Then, yeah, he'll. Yep. So you guys will part with a kiss.
Yep, and she'll follow John or take John with her.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll be going. Okay. And so I guess Savanto, you're heading out as well?
Might as well.
Okay. Okay, well, let's do that. You're gone. You're gone. And so yeah, just as you all leave, you know, Tilana, she will actually turn to Melbathorn and Galric. She's just saying, she's like, I am so sorry for all of this. He's like, yeah, look, it's just a misunderstanding. It's nothing to be, you know, upset about or anything. And yeah, as for Tilana, I was like, no, it's not that. And we will, let me get the map. Hang on, let me refresh Roll20 real quick. It's being a butt, it's not letting me select maps.
Poop. Well, we're having all
How
kinds
dare
of...
you!
Shut up.
But
Your mom's
How
butt.
No!
look,
No, her mom is hot.
I'm being the trickster this time. Screw the Fae, I'm being the trickster.
Oh my fucking
My
god.
fucking job you're taking there. I'm
I
the one who causes problems on purpose.
I'm the one playing the villain. I'm the one who's causing problems on purpose.
Alrighty, so back. So back to the map.
We back in the swamp.
I just cause problems.
Gosh.
Could always check the gallery.
I'm back in the fucking building
What?
again.
Gallery.
All right, I dropped myself, but
Okay.
All right.
okay. Before we do anything, hands on the fucking table.
MM.
Somebody's not happy.
None of us are. You lied to everyone.
Oh, just for the lulz, Amy's actually got off all of Canvas's paper. You're doing this when the first thing we get back.
Now you fucked up.
Nice.
You're fucked up now.
My. Oh my.
Hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up and get your hands on the table so we can verify, so we can shut this place down and look and make sure she's not just fucking here.
Listen. Okay.
Amy puts her hand on the table.
MM's was already on the table.
Luke's got his on the table.
Amy as well.
Savanto puts a hand down, notices it's not the one he has his ring on, then he puts the right one on.
Yeah, that's Savanto.
It would have been way funnier if instead of doing that, he took the ring off and put it on.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Oh, God.
By the way,
John will probably see that and just be like, "Take this seriously."
by the way, Savanto, what's Ani-chan?
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm
Anyways,
as old as Pacifico.
when you're
Technically,
older,
I'm older than both of you.
See, I can tell him.
I'm not right now.
Yeah, we have something more important to handle at the moment.
Right. Why the heck did
Where
you do
is-
this?
what if I had to guess? She probably believes that this is burdening us.
Which it's not.
Exactly.
So everyone here is verified. Or wait, has Talana shown up with us? Or
We can have her coming in a little bit later, So here we'll have her. Okay. Yes, because you guys were all racing and such, and then she's the last one to arrive.
okay, Talana, hand on the table real quick. We need to. Not now, Google. We need.
Talana is now okay, Google.
Google, you put your hand on the table too.
Wait. Letter, you're about to hate me for what this would be.
No.
Lugal.
Lugal.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the right. Let me get the right.
Alright,
There we go.
Google, you put your hand on the table too. Grog, you get the fuck out of here. No one asked for you.
It's like
That one is.
as soon as Talana is verified, Pacifico is just gonna be like, okay, is that what you sent to us? What Canvas told you?
Yeah, and that's where Tilana just sighs, just like, I'm sorry. She asked me to tell you all this.
Okay, where did she actually go then?
It's like she went after Brea.
Without us.
With again, does she not realize
It's like I wanted to go with her too, but she, like, for one thing, she said she didn't want to risk my life and all of this. This was her. She was saying, this is her. This is her life. This is her burden, and she felt she had to act now.
We're her friends. Her burden is our burden.
She wanted to go sooner. If she wanted to go sooner, she just could have told us.
Yeah.
Pacifico's immediately storming his way towards her gallery to see if there's clues, to see if there's a symbol there.
I'm not gonna be mad at you. I know that's what she asked you.
The way she figured was if she could find Brea before the club came back, then okay, that she can work with. If it lasted longer, then obviously you would know, and well, then we'd have no choice. Now we'd be coming back for backup, basically.
Well,
the problem isn't the fact that she's gone looking. It's the fact that she didn't tell us. The fact that she thought that doing this is some sort of burden and danger to the rest of us.
Well, it's also just the fact that, considering her condition, the way she feels, she's like, yeah, this is a matter of life or death. She, like, that was how she told me. She feels like she can't afford to really wait on this.
And what reason does that give her to fuck off on her own and put herself in more danger?
If I had hold on.
Danger,
Hold on. Tiana did just say this that to Canvas, this was a matter of life or death. So putting herself in grave danger, well, how would that be any different than sitting at home and having that Ethereum take over? That being said, if she felt that this was so urgent that it could not wait, it still would have been best to let us know.
Exactly.
Even if we didn't go with her, even if we were to stay here and just do our normal lives, it would still be much less on our conscience that she'd be alone, You're saying?
Not to mention, she looks at Luke. You did tell us what you saw before you left the lab, right?
But do you understand the problem that I'm having with this? It's less a case of she's in danger. It's more a case of the fact that she doesn't trust us to try and help.
Do we know what plane do we know what plane she was looking in?
She said
I don't remember.
It's like, yeah. She said the place was called Thunder Junction.
The place Merriman's from.
All right.
Do you want me to go back and go get him?
It wouldn't hurt. It would not hurt to have a guide.
All right.
Well, all in favor.
Well, it's like, I'm all for, bringing him along. And I mean, we did say that we wanted to watch and, kind of judge the rest of the freshmen. This would be a good opportunity to get a gauge on him. I don't know if we should be bringing him here, though. At least not until we feel comfortable. I mean, it's supposed to be a unanimous decision, right?
I
agree.
I got an idea. If you're willing to travel with me, what I'll do is I'll ask him to take us in particular to Thunder Junction, and then I'll come back we'll come back and get the rest of you.
Not a planeswalker.
Wait, then freaking broke the what was his name? Fane the broker. That means he's been there. That means he could take us there. And I believe he is aware of the embassy.
Oh, yeah, the faculty absolutely are.
I still want Merriment to come with us, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, speaking of which, as we continue this conversation, so, Pacifico. So you go outside to go to the second building. You remember, Canvas's gallery is, on the second floor, like right above, Luke's lab and, Amy's little indoor garden kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, Beans, would you like to describe, what Pacifico finds?
So, Canvas's gallery space. The space is quiet when the door opens, lit by the soft blue glow of aether lamps that never fully go out. The air is thick with scent, sweet electric ozone, and the metallic edge of polished copper or blood on steel. Ethereum steel and half-used Carmon. The room is carefully organized, workbenches swept clean, tools hung with mathematical precision. Sketches and blueprints arranged in tidy stacks. Nothing here is abandoned or chaotic. Every piece has its purpose. The far wall, however, is something else entirely. It is a gallery of faces. Drawings, posters, clipped documents, stolen photographs, assembled not randomly, but like a constellation in which only Canvas knows the geometry. Each image is marked by Ethereum, the metal gleaming cold and perfect. Some shards are no larger than cooking knives, others are full lances driven straight through the paper and plaster alike, with elegant, lethal precision. Among the displayed pieces, a childlike crayon sketch of Oko, the Fey trickster, smirking in blunt strokes of green and blue. An Azorius Guild poster of Dovan Barn, expression placid and orderly from before the fall. A shipping stamp from Blue Twig Arms and Armor, creased but prominently placed. A candid photograph of young Mogaxor, smiling openly long before darkness took root. A rough charcoal portrait of Orca, drawn fast from memory. Every single face has an Ethereum spike placed with deliberate, surgical accuracy through the heart, the eye, the center of a symbol. These are not trophies, they are targets, promises, studies in subtraction. And at the very top of the arrangement hangs one image nearly obscured by the sheer number of lances driven through it. A glittering silver thicket hides whatever's underneath. And that is what you see. Specifically, the faces are kind of plastered along this wall back here.
Okay. Considering the one that has all the large number of spikes through it.
Yup.
Kind of want to start pulling those off to see what it is.
Yeah, it's not hard. Some of them are more embedded than others, and might take a little bit of
Pacifico's a
effort, but there's no
barbarian.
check. Yeah. He's probably a bit pissed right now.
A little bit.
Yeah, so you rip out the lances and pull them aside. Quite cleanly. It looks almost like a foreign rendition of Canvas. But it's her own portrait, calm, younger, almost hopeful look in her eyes. And pinned behind it, as you kind of get it down to actually have a look at it, you see written on the back of the piece of paper, like of the photo of this nice portrait that's there, says in cursive, "I will master what I become, or I will not be allowed to remain."
So Pacifico finding this, you can understand why he might interpret this as a somewhat of a form of a suicide note.
Yeah, kinda.
So Pacifico is going to run his way back into the main room. He's going to have that paper with him. He's going to basically put it down for everybody to see. He's going to take off his sunglasses. His eyes are gold.
Oh,
Well, what the
that's
fuck?
not good. You got Ethereum corruption. What the fuck was that?
You know, no, keep it there. Keep it. We'll run with it.
Pacifico became a robot and then cut out entirely.
The mic decided.
Today's the day?
Oh,
The fuck?
I know what's
Satan.
going on. I know what's going on.
What's going on?
His mic is doing that. We were hanging out on call earlier, and his mic started messing up. It's gonna be a little bit of a fix.
Oh. Okay.
Damn it. Give us a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So-
Meanwhile,
so-
I completely forgot to set bookie back on repeat. So it technically jumps to Thunder Junction music,
Hello?
but that's perfectly fine.
There we
Hello?
go. Hi.
Hello?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Pacifico runs his way back to the conference room, slams down the paper. He rips off his sunglasses. His eyes are gold. And he says, "We have bigger problems. We need to go to Thunder Junction right the fuck now."
I'm gonna go get Fane then.
I'll
Fuck,
find-
I'll grab
I'll-
Merriment.
I'll go with him. Whenever, whoever or whatever we start doing, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay.
Savanto, Tialana, you're with me. We're gonna go talk to Fane.
All right.
I'm heading with Luke.
Yeah, it's like Tialana, she'll probably as you're all leaving, she'll take that paper in her hands, reading those lines over and over again, and she'll just say to herself, just hang on, Canvas, I'm coming.
This was above pictures with spikes through them of our enemies. And this had the most spikes through it. You can understand my concern.
Mm-hmm.
His voice sounds a little different too.
All right, so you all go on along your ways, and we'll have this happen off stream. But before we cap off, meanwhile,
Oh boy.
so meanwhile, in the vast deserts of the plain, simply known as Thunder Junction.
I like
Right.
trades.
Yeah, it's like
I like train.
it's like pretty much on the cliffside stands a small group of a little faction of people. I'm trying to remember how to best describe them. I mean, they are outlaws, but they are more recognized as outlaws that value freedom within this wild west of a plain. And as they are, watching, they're kind of staring down over a cliff towards an oncoming train that is just passing through. And then one of these people is a very big, muscular woman with long red hair you know, like kind of like a little like a beanie cap on, you know, clearly not a native, like at all, like how many of the people are. And she is standing next to Canvas. And as this train's coming up, you know, yeah, she's like, all right, there it is.
Yeah, this should work. And Canvas is fiddling with it looks like a bundle of it's like an Ethereum cell, but it's also covered in tiny little silvery spikes. And it's kind of unmistakable. It looks like a really mean, fucked up bomb.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just bear in mind what we're going up against here. See, yeah, remember, on that train, we got members of the Sterling Company. We're gonna need at least one of them alive, you know, especially now that we're going into Outcaster territory. We need one of them alive to find this Brea that you're looking for.
Don't worry, I'm aiming for just the train. I'm not aiming for the carriages. We should get some people back.
All right.
This shouldn't go any worse than maybe 1 or 2 carriages. And she kind of like pulls like a ripcord out the side, which then snaps because she pulls it too far with her kind of metal arm. But you see it start whirring and there's little sparks in it. All right.
It's like, all right, men, you know, time get ready and fire in the hole.
I know who that red-haired woman is too.
She's one of my favorite commanders.
Yeah.
It's Jolene, the Plunder Queen.
Yep.
Is that? No, not yet.
Jolene.
Hey, guess what?
And so Canvas leans back as the train's getting closer and throws it not at the train but onto the tracks right in front of it, and the spikes stick into the like the wood and the dirt, and it stands just slightly upright right in front of the train.
All right. So, and you know what? We will leave it at that. So, well, yep. So we will pick that. We'll pick up this little fiasco 2 weeks from now.
Oh, for once.
I'm going to kill you, Canvas Zevon. What?
For once.
I'm getting my neck ringed next session.
For once. We need to call upon the.
The question is, are you getting your ass kicked by Luke or by Pacifico? Answer yes.
I think it's both. I think
She's actually
what happens there?
She's getting her ass kicked by fucking Hoopa.
Oh shit!
You just let me say. What the fuck did you just say to me? Did you just say fucking Hooper?
Yeah?
Fucking Hooper.
I'm going to buy you and then sue you for your own likeness.
This shit's so serious and pissed him off so much. She's getting her neck wrung by Croash, not Luke.
She might be getting her neck wrung by Ankylo. You never know.
Hold on. And it's right there.
Okay.
Hold on.
Anywho.
You can't say
But you done fucked up! That's simple, you done fucked up!
Alright, anywho,
I'm so happy.
So as I said, join us this coming Saturday for Ravnica Trail of Dragons, and then 2 weeks from now, on November 24th, we will finally be making our way into Thunder Junction.
It's time to go to Yeehaw Land, where I can promise I will voice some NPCs.
Hey.
Listen, if y'all think that I'm gonna avoid voicing NPCs, y'all got nothing coming, all right?
Now, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but get the fuck out of my town. This town's
want-
plenty big enough for the two of us.
Listen,
I just don't want you
all
here.
I'm saying is, Danny, please give me a cactus person. Please.
Specifically, give him a cactuar.
It's like, we'll talk about this off